Hey PPCC staff and students, thanks for coming back and watching another video. Today what we have for you is another mobilization video. We're still sticking to our lower extremities, so today we're going to work on our hamstrings as well as our calves a little bit. So a few things you may need today for these exercises is perhaps a band. Something like this is going to help you, but you don't have to have a band. Like even this, a belt will work just fine, or even a t-shirt or something you can use. So we're going to get right into it, all right? So I'm going to take our band here, and we're going to go ahead and we're just going to start with our right leg. So we're going to loop it around our foot here, and the first thing we're going to do, slide down, is we're just going to pull this down to our chest. So maybe first 30 seconds or so, and yeah, it's nice to have this little stretch in here. Breathing, make sure you're breathing all the time, okay? Please and thank you. Breathing, nice and easy. And then the next thing I want you to start doing is activating the quad. So from here in this position, what we're going to do is we're going to extend the quad, pop it back out, make sure we're breathing through this motion, telling the body like, hey, we're okay, we're going to be fine, all right? And extend, extending, and as you can see, I'm not staying in there very long. This is much more of an active movement. What we're doing is we're extending, getting that stretch and coming back out. Extending, so if you're having issues with this, one thing you can do is point the toe when we're extended, and that's going to let go of a lot of the muscle tension here in the calf. So instead of it being preloaded, we can loosen it, and it may help us better with extending the hamstrings. Those of you that can do it just fine, try to point the toes towards you. You're going to get a big, nice stretch in the calf as well. All right, so the next thing we're going to do now that you've noticed that what we're trying to do is we're extending here. Now the next thing what we're going to do is we're going to extend, but then at the same time we're extending, we're going to pull back into us. So at the start, what we were doing, we were already pulled back into us when we were trying to extend and pop as best we can. Now what we're going to do is we're going to extend the foot out, keeping this quad nice and tight, breathing through it, and then we're going to try and pull the extended leg back towards us. That should give us a lot of stretch here in the hamstring. And through this movement, we're also breathing, guys. Make sure to remember to breathe. And we're going to do some contract and relax. So to start, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and breathe deep. Contract the quad, pull, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let it go. And go ahead and bring that down. Let all that blood come back in there. I bet you that feels really, really good. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and switch around, get the next leg a little bit. This time I'm going to go ahead and use the belt just to show you that you can use just about anything in the house to accomplish what we're doing here today. All right, so same thing as before. We're going to go ahead and just try to pull the knee to the chest for a little bit. Relax, breathing in these positions. Letting the body know like, hey, it's okay. Letting the brain know that, hey, we're doing this on purpose. We're in control, and we should be okay with putting ourselves in these positions. So pulling right here, once we've done about 30 to 45 seconds there, we're going to go ahead and start doing the things we did before, and that is activating the quad, extending the leg, doing it just like that, getting that stretch in there very actively. You will feel it, and same thing as before. If it's too hard, point the toes. And another thing you can do is move the leg back, so the leg doesn't have to be here while you're trying to extend your foot. You can be a little further out, which will allow you to get that extension and activation in the quads. All right. Now, after we've done a few cycles of extending and retracting, what we're going to do is we're going to extend and back into us. This is the one where we're going to take that deep breath. Make sure to let us know that, hey, we're controlling this. This is fine. And as we go through this, what we're going to do is we're going to pull into the chest, extend the leg, and pull the leg back. 3, 2, 1, and done. Whew, relax a little bit. We're going to do 2 or 3 cycles of this same thing, keeping that leg contracted, nice tight quad, and pulling the hamstring leg back into us. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. And go ahead and bring that leg back down, let all that blood come back. I'm sure it feels really good. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and move down to the calves now. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna go over some things, the household items around the house that you can use to accomplish what we're doing today. So, basic one is gonna be balls, tennis balls, lacrosse balls is what I have here. Really great for getting in there. They're very stiff, durable. So great tool to have. This is just a dog ball, one of my boys' toy that I can use for today. Same thing, it'll accomplish what we need. I've got a helmet that'll do the same thing, and also just a sunglasses case. My lady's sunglasses, same thing, same concept. Ooh, this will even a little bit more pointier, can do exactly what we want it to do. So, for me, what I'm going to use here is this medicine ball. So I'm going to go ahead and start with my right leg. Get however you feel is comfortable. If you want your leg out, leg to the side. We're really just working on right here. So what I want you to do is start right down here next to the foot. We got a lot of connective tissue, everything. Most of the stuff from the calf connects and inserts down here into the foot. So we want to spend a little bit of time, because not many people spend time on our calves, and the work we can do in 2 to 3 minutes per calf is amazing, right? Especially since we're at home, we've got the time to do it. I know some of my workouts that I've done lately have had a lot of jumping, biking, so my calves are definitely running. They're getting their work in. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take the ball, and all we're doing is we're just moving the skin around. We're just giving a little twist. You can feel that tension in there. Just moving around. Nothing too crazy. Just telling it, hey, we're here. Getting the skin moving. We want to make sure that skin, nothing super tight, that the skin is gliding across the muscles the way they should be. Just a minute or two, getting in here. If you feel a nice spot, you want to hang out for a minute, that's fine. Twisting, just giving it little twists throughout the calf, getting down in here in the back, making sure everything is moving and gliding the way it should be. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a little sandwich of sorts. So I'm gonna put the ball where it's going is right here. So it's resting right in there as I set the ball down, or set my foot down onto the ball. And then we're using this to just sandwich it in. So same thing, using our arm just as a little weight, pressing down in there. If you feel a spot, hang out a little bit, roll it around, just spend some time going through it. Not too crazy. And wherever you feel, if you feel a little tender spot, ooh, right there, that's a good spot for me. Just hang out there for a minute, breathe, make sure we're breathing, put a little pressure into it. Another big thing we can do is move the ankle, right? So we're here, moving the ankle different positions throughout while we do this. We're gonna extend and release some of that fascia. Go ahead and make sure we're moving the ankle as well. So, as we're sitting here, slowly work your way up. You can get into the big heavy meat of the calf, but you don't have to. I definitely start down, work your way up. If you want to spend more time, it may take 7 or 8 minutes to work the whole calf, depending on how fast you go. But definitely, hey, any time spent is going to be beneficial. So what we're going to go ahead and do, we're going to switch sides, and this time I'm going to go ahead and just use the sunglass case. So here we are. We're just going to get in here, doing a little twist in, a little extension here, spending some time in it, making sure everything's feeling good. Nice and easy. So from that point, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and do our sandwiching. So I'll take this ball here, get it down in there, and we'll use the dog ball on the top. Just sandwiching, moving, twisting, just spending time, letting that calf put in a little work. All right. So all together, you know, this shouldn't take you more than 10-15 minutes to go ahead and accomplish. It just really depends on how much time you want to spend. For the hamstrings and the calves, I'd probably go ahead and spend 5-10 minutes each, or 5 minutes each leg, 10 minutes total for the hamstrings and 10 minutes total for the calves. All right, guys, thanks. Have a good one.